Jump scare. And now, it's the Wish Halloween Mask Spectacular thing. Yes, so I bought 10 masks from Wish.com, all of the Halloween variety, or at the very least something that looked a bit spooky, and then I saw if they were any good or not really, and also, perhaps more importantly, if they were anything like the actual photos they used to sell them to you. Number 1. The Demon. So, fairly expensive one this, £22. Quite clearly nowhere near as good as the photograph, but broadly in line with it. You can see out of it pretty well. Breathing's okay-ish. You're not going to suffocate in it, unlike some of the later ones, I think. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright for the money, I suppose, but not massively impressed. The Alien. Not a good one. As you can see, it's just far too big and just collapses in on itself. You'd have to fit some sort of structure to it to actually wear it, I think. Very unimpressive, although it was cheap at just over a tenner. Visibility poor, breathing pretty poor as well. Not a nice experience overall. Look, it's that scary nun out of those films and everything. And I imagine this is very, very unauthorised and unlicensed. But yes, it's alright. It does a good job for being one of the very cheapest masks in here, at about £7.50, but not a good experience to wear. Zero visibility and almost zero breathability. I could not breathe in this thing at all, and thus could only wear it for a very, very short time. Not nice. The mighty Facehugger from Alien and Aliens and all those other films that weren't as good. So this kind of looks like some sort of COVID mask you've got off Etsy. Not impressed with this because the picture clearly shows a nice segmented and quite well crafted thing. This is just a bit of rubber. On the plus side, full vision and decent breathability. And for extra bonus points, you can see where I didn't shave my head and then all bits of fluff from the other mask are stuck to it. So I knew when I bought this one, it was not going to be the one they showed you in the picture, and indeed it isn't. I mean, it's vaguely similar from a design point of view, and that's about as close as you'll get, really. It's okay for the money. The hair lets it down, really, particularly the moustache and the eyebrows, but also you can't breathe in it for long. But visibility's good, so that's something. Yeah, very middle of the road. Plus, let's face it, if you're just going as an old man for Halloween, you haven't put much imagination into it. Masks without enough detail, always creepy, and this generic female one manages to also be, well, slightly too small for me, so it fit on very, very impressively, but I couldn't breathe through it at all, although visibility was very good, and it just kind of looks like a weird synthetic man from some low-budget Blade Runner knockoff from the 80s. Or maybe the Autons from Doctor Who? If you've ever wanted to look like some sort of demonic skeleton is smashing its way out of your mouth, this is the mask for you. Yeah, fairly accurate to what they showed you. Sits on the head all right, you can breathe in it and that. The top of the head kept collapsing because there's no structure in it to keep it up, but visibility not good, breathability not great either. Not something you'd want to wear for long periods of time, and the back of the neck kind of didn't fit round properly. I don't know whose head this was made for, but I'm not entirely sure they were human. The dreaded vampire thing is an astonishingly good mask for under £10. Absolutely blown away by this. It looks exactly as good as it does in the photo, which is amazing. Looks really good on. You can breathe fine in it. You've got perfect visibility. Really amazingly good mask. This is the best Halloween mask I've ever seen for under £10 by a country mile. Really impressed with this one. The unused old design from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Professor, don't say a word. This is our target, the Polybius.
Have you ever heard of the Polybius?
It's an urban legend.
It's just a myth.
It's way too dangerous.
Ashens.
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 I am a collector of incredibly rare but totally worthless collectibles.
Whatever.
I'm putting together a crew.
I can guess while you're here.
Okay.
I'm in.
I'm in. Let's roll.
Ashens and the Polybius heist. Coming soon.
Subscribe for more.